Well, we are at the side of the road. We might be a little late to the driver's meeting.
Welcome everyone to day 3. This is the finale of our 3-part series on this VR4 restoration. But for me, it's just the beginning because this car is about to go on a 2,000-mile epic road trip called the Dustball Rally. We're going to be going through mountains and deserts and all that stuff, and this car is looking great because the guys at Zero to Awesome brought back the shine on this 20-year-old paint. Now, since I'm going to be driving the car a lot, I don't want that shine to go away. So today, before we leave, I have to do a very, very important step, and that is ceramic coating this car.
You'll have to excuse the background noise. This is a shop, and there is a working shop over there, and he likes loud music and making a lot of noise with hammers. So as you guys can probably imagine, building cars like this and sharing it on a YouTube channel costs a lot of money. So it helps a lot when I have sponsors that see my passion and see that I love doing stuff like this. And one of the sponsors that I've been working with for a while, and their products are awesome, is Avalon King with their Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. Now we're going to be going over the entire process of doing that to this car, but here is the Armor Shield 9 system. There's a bottle, there's an applicator. Underneath, there's a microfiber towel, some gloves, and some applicators made of suede. And you also have the ceramic prep kit, which is very important because you have a wash and wipe system, meaning that you wash it to get it clean, and then you wipe it away because you don't want any oils or debris or anything on your paint before you apply the ceramic coating. Now what ceramic coating does is it's basically an invisible layer of protection on your paint, and it lasts for up to 2 to 3 years, and it's one of the things that you can definitely do yourself. So using the system is very easy. You have this little brick, and make sure that you have the foam side towards the suede applicator, and you wrap this around sort of like a little suede taco. Now you have your Armor Shield 9, and this is the ceramic coating itself. So you just pop this open and you give it just a few little dabs, just like that. And now we can put it on our car. So with the car prepped and your applicator thoroughly dabbed, you just put this down like so. And don't put too much pressure on it, but we're just gonna go 90 degrees in either direction, down 90 and across 90. And then you're gonna let it sit, and then we're gonna buff it off with a microfiber towel. All right guys, it is the next morning and I'm super excited because we're about to take this on a major journey. Not only are we doing 2,000 miles on the Dustball Rally, but we're actually taking this 700 miles to the start of the Dustball Rally. And what better way to test how well the ceramic coating holds up than through almost 3,000 miles of hard driving. All right, so here is the newly ceramic coated hood, and it just beads right off. See, the water is beating up like it should. It's not gonna leave any nasty marks, and it's not gonna leave any hard water stains. So this just comes off, it basically air dries itself. I just have to drive the car around and it'll be good to go. I can't wait to get this on the road, and we definitely need to get on the road because we have like 9 hours to go.
So, first impressions of the road trip, because we've had 2 miles of test drive before we took off to Santa Fe for a 600-mile drive.
So we're about 180 miles in. This thing is great. This thing is it's pretty comfortable. The tire does rub a little bit on your side, Jared, and
all the tools are on my side.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It handles great. The power delivery is perfect. It is a little bit rattly in here. I mean, it does feel like a car from the 80s, but It sort of is. I mean, it was designed in the late 80s. My hair is just grazing the headliner here. It's been going pretty good. It hasn't blown up yet, so I think we'll probably be okay. Well, we are at the side of the road. You can see the tire is not too happy. Jared was driving, it's not his fault.
I suddenly felt something very, very wrong.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of smoke. And, well, the tire let go. And it's not the tire's fault because the tire's brand new. Turns out that the valve stem is this guy right here, and that let go. And I guess they didn't change those when we got the tires put on, and if they nicked it while they were putting it on, then it just let go, all the air went out of the tire, and then the tire just completely came apart. So that's great. We also have no way of putting the car in the air. These tires are probably not easy to get, especially in the middle of nowhere. We did get into New Mexico though.
Yeah, we're just in New Mexico.
Yeah, so I don't see any any towns, but we do have service, so
Yeah, we're able to get a tow truck and try to find tires.
Yeah, okay. We might be a little late to the driver's meeting. Turns out we got some help. A very good Samaritan came by and helped us.
Going eastbound,
Yeah,
made a U-turn to come back to help us, so that was amazing.
yeah, he was awesome. So yeah, we're good. We're good here. We just have to limp it to the nearest tires place and see if we can get some new tires.
Yeah, it's only 2.5 hours away.
Yeah, it's not
It's going to be a long drive.
It is going to be a long drive. Yeah, this thing is really sketchy. It's making.
The whole trailer shakes. Like it'll tilt like 10 degrees at a time.
All right, here we go. And we are here. We're in Santa Fe. The car made it. I'm not at the driver's meeting. Actually, we already went through the driver's meeting. We're at a shop, and the shop looks amazing. Look at that thing. One of the reasons why I love the Dustball so much is the fact that the people on the Dustball, they become like family. They become friends, and they do a lot of stuff for you, even if they don't know you. And one of the guys that I met, come say hi. So this guy is Latko. He's actually a viewer. He's a fan. He says he's been watching for a long time.
Since Apita days.
Since the Apita days. That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
that's years. This Latko actually found the only 265 35 18. Unfortunately, it's not a Michelin, but Michelins are really hard to find in that size. But the only 265 in the county, and we're gonna put that on the car because that is a lot better than we have here. But this shop belongs to this man right here, Wayland. He is so. This is a Sunday night, and he came out just to help. And
pizza with my kid right now.
yeah, exactly. He's missing his family. And we also have Mr. Hans.
Hans Rennen driving?
Yes, Hans Rennen driving.
Germany?
Yeah.
JP
Yeah.
from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
JP is awesome. He set everything up, and dude, thank you so much.
Known Freddie for years, so
Yes.
glad to finally see him come on the Dustball again.
Yes.
Missed him last time. We did a little stint in, 2015?
Yeah, 2014, 2015, yeah.
2015, but I'm finally glad he's just like on it for the full bore. So
Well, we'll see. The day is young, my friend. So we're gonna get this car up in the air. Jared actually found some leaks in the front, so we're gonna see what that's about, and hopefully this car doesn't blow up in the next few days. Fingers crossed. All right, so there seems to be a little bit of a coolant leak here. but we can trace it all the way back to the radiator, and it's not the clamp, it's actually these two guys over here.
Those are either coolers or they could be add-ins if you have, some of the older cars would have a fan switch in there.
Yeah.
Directly in there, so it's your car, this model doesn't use that.
Also, look at your handiwork.
I mean, look, it looks perfect.
Yeah, that is an oil pan right there, ladies and gentlemen. But everything else looks okay. What's going on here? What's
So
that?
that's the shield for the sensors, and that bolt hole is gone. Well, I can only hold it in with one bolt, and it's rusted pretty thin, so there's a little shaking going on.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. Also, we have a little shaking from our drive shaft, correct?
Yeah, it's just, you know, there's a little looseness. This one's not too bad. That's within acceptability.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, yeah.
That's not
Okay. Well, that'll be our driveline vibration.
Yeah, just partial throttle acceleration.
Also, we got some damage on the V-band because it's a little low. Also, right here. But everything else, I mean, after a 700-mile journey, it doesn't look bad.
No, it's done phenomenal. Other than the tire, which is no mechanical fault, not our fault.
Yeah.
Again, awesome people.
And just like that, the car is done, and we have 4 wheels and 4 tires back on the car. However, the wheels are, well, they're a little worse for wear because we found out that there are bends in basically all the wheels. So that goes to show you how good quality these wheels are. The Rotor P45Rs, they're probably a little soft. So this wheel is the one that got all the damage, and this one had the worst bend in it. So we got it balanced pretty good, and shouldn't be that big of an issue, but we have to do a shakedown run in any case. We're gonna go to the hotel and see if it's okay. And we also have to put on stickers, don't we?
Yeah, we got it stickered up so we're official.
And then we gotta eat, because we haven't eaten today.
You had a salad and I had some cracklings.
I had a salad. The salad is not eating. So the real MVP of today is Waylon right here. He came out, it's a Sunday night, this is like almost midnight, and he helped me out. It's just a huge thanks. And shout out to his son, Bo. Turns out he's also a YouTuber, so yeah, it's
What's up, buddy? Check us out.
Yeah, check him out. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much.
Man, dude.
I appreciate you.
Going, man.
Yeah, we gotta leave. We're keeping him from his family.
Oh, no, you guys gotta get going. I want to keep you guys on the road.
Oh. And we have made it. We're in the garage. And I'm very tired, but I'm not going to complain because the Dustball Rally is all about basically doing all this stuff on your own and not being, well, let's just say, not being a wuss about it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be grueling. It's going to take a lot of time. Stuff's going to break, but the mantra is no sniveling. So right now, even though we're tired, we just got some Taco Bell, some of Santa Fe's finest, and we are going to sticker up the car and get it looking all kinds of nice for the Dustball Rally. So in the interest of time, you guys will see it in 3, 2, 1. And we are done. We have all the sponsors on the rally, all the stickers are on, and we even got some Peak stickers. We got Auto Tempest, and we got Avalon King, because without them, I could not do any of this. So we have been doing this for quite a long time, Jared and I, and we're tired.
Yeah, we're tired. It's been a long day. Blew out a tire, had to drive from Dallas. It's time for bed.
Yeah, it's time for bed. So we're gonna start the rally tomorrow, and that's when the real work starts.
That's where we belong. Like the people, there's a local that came by and he was like, hey, what are you guys doing out here? And I'm like, well, we had an option to do this route, and when you're given an option on Dustball, you take it. And he's like, did you ask anyone about these roads? He's like, it doesn't matter, this is where we're going. So, a few bumps and scrapes later, half a exhaust flange rubbed off, but we're happy.